What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is Ina speaking. I have chicken dip. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make chicken dip just like this. Look how cheesy it is. So stay tuned.
Love each day, yeah, cause I'm not promised tomorrow, no. So let me call you to tell you, yeah, that I really love you. Oh, I know that if I don't, I'll regret it. And if I don't wake up, at least I got your message. Love each day. Oh, I know that life is better if I smile with you.
Welcome back. Today we're going to be making an awesome chicken dip. This is great for parties. This is great for a midnight snack if you want to watch a movie. And this is also great for if you have a lot of kids. We have very simple ingredients for today. Today we're going to be using ranch. We're going to be using red hot sauce, cream cheese, and of course cheese. I'm doing this show because I haven't done a cooking show for a minute, so I was like, you know what, let me just, you know what I'm saying, let me get back on my game and get back on my kitchen. So I'm going to show you guys how I learned this. How I got this recipe was from my brother-in-law Eli. He normally was the one that always made it. He's like the man that made the chicken dip. He's the chicken dip guy, so I can't take that away from him. That was his dish. Since we loved it so much, I took it upon myself to learn the recipe. Basically, my daughter took over. In this household, she's the one that does it. So this is not, once again, I don't really make this. I only made it one time. I'm going to be making it for the second time here with you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to make it. Hopefully it comes out good, which I know is going to come out good. The only trick to making this dish is that you have to stir when you put in the cream cheese because it gets lumpy. You know, your hands is going to get really tired, but you're going to have to stir until it gets very smooth. The sauce of the chicken dip gotta be very smooth. So that's the only tricky part to the dish, but otherwise it's really good. I mean, the last time I made it, it came out really good. And some people, you guys can make it with chicken. I know a lot of people that make it with like canned chicken. I don't personally never made it with the canned chicken, but I heard that it was easier. All you have to do is mix the sauce, that's all, with the chicken that's already cooked. But in this case, I'm making my chicken fresh because I want to add my own ingredients. And basically with the other chicken you could do that too, but I don't know, I have the chicken over here, so I bought some fresh chicken. I would prefer that. Because we're gonna season it, and of course like I always tell you guys can always use your own ingredients. Don't be afraid to use your own ingredients. I was like really in the mood to make it. It's the weekend usually, so this is something that I make for a snack if I don't want to cook and I want to eat this later on. I could. Yeah, this is like for a snack when the kids are sleeping and you want to watch a movie or you want to make it a movie night. This is perfect for it. So today I decided I was in the mood for it and I'm like, why not record it? So I wanted to record doing it. I haven't done a video with you guys for a minute sharing my recipes. Everybody got their own way of doing it. Usually with the meat, what I do is I season it, I put it in a pot, I put a little vinegar, I put a little oil, I put enough water so I can boil it, because right now what we're gonna do with this is boil it. We're not going to be frying it. We're not going to do any of that. We're not gonna put it in the oven. We're gonna boil it in a pot. And if you guys got a crock pot, it's even better because it's going to be done in no time in a crock pot. My crock pot is somewhere around here and I do not want to look for it, so I'm going to put mine in a pan. You guys, if you guys want to follow my same instructions, I usually put it on the pot. And then I don't know about you guys, but I love to wash my meat. I like, you know, I like cleaning it off, so I'm going to put it in here. I like to cut my pieces small. It doesn't really matter how you cut your pieces when you do put them in here, because it's gonna be shredded, so it really doesn't matter how you put it. But I like to put it as small as possible so it won't be too much. And this dish is gonna take about an hour, probably an hour and a half to make, because we gotta let it boil and it's gonna be boiling like I'm gonna leave it there for like a good hour or 30 minutes, depending how tender my meat gets. I just keep on checking it. Because I'm doing it this way, it's going to take a lot longer. We're going to leave it there until it gets moist, and after that we're going to be shredding it in little pieces. And after it's done, basically we have to let it cool off and then shred it into little pieces, so it takes a long time. And then after that we got to put it in the oven. I wash it with hot water And I leave some water in there. Like you guys can see, I leave some water in there because we're going to be using that water to boil. That's going to be the steam that we're going to need to cook the chicken. So for my chicken, these are the ingredients that I use for my chicken. I use salt. And I kind of, like I told you guys, I kind of free fall. I'm going to use parsley leaves. I'm going to be using garlic powder. And with the garlic, I go crazy. And we're going to be using black pepper. If you don't want it that spicy, do not put a lot of black pepper. If you don't like black pepper, you don't have to put it. And then, this is where things get dirty. You gotta put your hands in there. And it already smells good as soon as you just mix all these seasonings together. Once you mix it, I like to make sure that I put a little bit more just in case. And we're gonna be adding vinegar, white vinegar. And we're gonna be adding your cooking oil. It could be vegetable oil, it could be corn oil, it could be olive oil. Whatever it is that you guys prefer. As you guys can see, this is how it looks. Now we're gonna put some aluminum foil on top of that. I like to put aluminum foil and then the top so it could really steam up, because that's what our goal is, to get it to really steam medium low. We're not going to put it medium high because we don't want the meat to get burned. The thing that we want to do is get that meat moist. If you're going to do it this way, this is how you should do it, and then on top you put a top. And you leave it there for 20 minutes and you check it again. So we got that going, but we're going to be checking it in another 20 minutes to see how the meat is cooking. Then this is something that we're going to be, this sauce right here is something that we're going to be doing last, because for me it's the most difficult thing to do is the sauce. While I was cooking my meat, I stopped being lazy and got this is more of a steam cooker. The other one, the other pressure cooker that I have, the little button just like broke. I'm going to be transferring my meat over here because it's going to cook a lot faster. So it's not that hot, so it's kind of good. It's not the smartest thing to do, guys, so don't do this at home. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of more water. We're gonna put this to cook. We're gonna put it more medium low, more low than medium. Okay, so remember, always on the lower side. So you guys, I just put it on the pressure cooker. Now I'm gonna see how long this takes. I had it there for already 10 minutes. So we're gonna leave it there for another 20 minutes since it's a steam cooker. We're gonna be leaving it there another 10 minutes just to see if it's cooked. I'm not really experienced with the steam or pressure cooker. I only cook like maybe 2 or 3 times on my pressure cooker that I have. So this is a steam cooker. I've never cooked with it, so we're gonna be experimenting together. I am super ready to do this complicated sauce. All right, since we did that big pack of meat, it depends how much meat you do. You have to use 2 ranch dressing, 2 of them, and 1 hot sauce. It depends how hot you want it, but I don't get it that hot because I don't like it that hot. And my daughter usually puts, for the family size pack, she usually uses 2 of these. But since I'm making it my way, I'm only gonna use 1. I'm not even gonna tell her. I'm gonna just let her taste it because she, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna try to play me on this. I mean, it comes out good with her, but I'm gonna make it my own, just like you guys can make it your own. We're gonna go ahead and add 2 in. You guys are probably asking yourself, why 2? Because you do not want that chicken dip to be dry. You do not want that chicken dip to be dry. You want it to be moist. Basically in the middle, not too drenched either. But you want to taste your chicken and you also want to taste your sauce. Because I have a family size pack, I'm using 2. Put everything in here. And then, after you get all that good stuff, make sure I get my money's worth, you know. And then I'm gonna be doing that last. So with the hot sauce, you kind of have to go as you taste. Like I'm gonna be cooking this. I'm gonna be putting right now what I think it needs, and then after that, you guys can taste it and see if that's how hot you want it or how mild you want it. I like mine a little mild. I don't like it too hot, so I'm just gonna put a little bit. So I'm going to be using half of this. like I said, if you guys want more, you could get more, but I'm using just really half. And that's it. I'm not gonna use no more. I'm gonna be mixing. And your sauce is gonna be looking like a little orangey. It's a little orangey. But right now we're gonna be putting this in the heat. So we're gonna stir, and we gotta make sure that it's hot. Then we're gonna put in the cream cheese. This delicious cream cheese. And I'm making those for those that love chicken dip and they never learned how to make it. It's super easy. The only, like I told you guys, the only trick to it is the sauce, because the cream cheese gotta kind of blend in with the ranch, and it has to melt the right way. So if you guys don't mix it, it's gonna be lumpy. So with this, you just gotta make it smooth. So I'm gonna put this on low, a little on low. And if you guys ever make farina or oatmeal, you gotta mix, mix, mix. So that's what we're gonna be doing until the white cheese blends in with the rest of the ranch. I've been here now for like 5 minutes. You guys see it's already melting, but you guys can still see a little bit of white. And that's why you gotta keep on mixing, mixing. Your hands be hurting, so you guys gotta get help for this. Because you guys gotta stay here for a good 10 to 15 minutes stirring so it could be smooth. As you guys can see, look, it's smooth. You don't see the cream cheese anymore. But you can see kind of a little bit of the white, a little bit of there. If you do this for a long time and it's still a little bit of the white pieces, don't worry about it. You can still do it. Because for the first time when I did it, it came out a little chunky. But now I know as I go, you just stir it. It's just a lot of people don't have patience to like stir for a long time. So if you have a little extra hand, I suggest you to have that person help you do this. So it is already, I left it in there for 30 minutes and it's already done. So right now the final step is to break it. Gotta just break it. Make sure it's very stringy. We get to add the sauce on top. So this is kind of like the boring part. So with this, usually I love to make salsa that I learned how to make 20 years ago, 20 or more years ago. I had a Mexican friend. As you guys know, I love Mexican food. That's like one of my favorite foods. And I had a lot of Mexican friends, but I had this Ecuadorian friend that showed me how to do the salsa, and I love it. Every time my daughter does this type of stuff, I always do it. I love it. That's one of the things I want to start doing too. Like I want to learn how to make like Mexican food. I love Mexican food. I love it. It's like my favorite. So I learned how to make it, and I didn't, because this was already going to take so long, I didn't really put it on camera, because this also takes long. And this is how it looks. It's called pico de gallo. It's really, really good. It's like cilantro, it has tomatoes, it has onions, it has lemon, it has salt, pepper, vinegar, oil. It's a pretty simple salsa to make. So if you guys want me to show you guys how to make that type of salsa, if you guys like stuff like that, leave me a comment below and I'll make it for you. So finally I am done. And your chicken should be looking like this. This is how it should look. It's shredded, you know, as possibly as thin as you can. So right now we are done. Yes! This is like the most difficult part. This and the sauce is like the most difficult part, just breaking it up. But now we're gonna be doing the fun part, which is putting the sauce and the cheese. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to blend it all together. And so we're gonna be adding the sauce that we just made. We're gonna be adding it to the chicken. And mind you guys, I'm just giving you guys a warning, always wait until everything is cool off. So right now this is really, really cool. Room temperature. So once it's all in there, what we're going to be doing is mixing everything together. Mix it all, make sure it's all around. Alright, once you guys have it all around the chicken, you guys are going to flatten it up. Flatten it up. Like that. It should be looking like a lasagna, basically, flat. Okay, once it's all flat, like that, then the fun part comes, which is the cheese. You're gonna take as much cheese as you want and do it like a lasagna, basically. That's what it is. Ooh. And like I said, you guys can put as much as cheese as you want. And remember, you guys, the cheese goes on top, always. Not on the bottom or anything, it's always on top. I don't know about y'all, but I like mine's cheesy, so we're gonna go ahead and use the whole bag on this plate. And I thought we needed a second bag of cheese, but we don't. I don't know how my daughter, like, she be using 2 bags, but I used only one. And this is how it should look. And it's gonna be done in no time, like this. So you guys, it's finally done. It was in there for like 30 minutes, and this is how it should look. So right now, usually what I do is I let it cool off, and then it's party time. So you guys, the very best part is now. I ain't gonna lie, it's still a little bit hot. Should let it cool off like a good 20 minutes. Just let it cool off so you won't get burned. Okay, you guys, I did it kind of sloppy, but this is how it looks. It's still kind of still hot, but how I like to eat mine. I like to put a little pico de gallo, and this is so good, you guys. Oh my god, this is how I like to eat mine. And right now, all right, I'm gonna demonstrate how I eat mine. I put my cheese dip on my chip. This is how I eat my chip, y'all. This is how I eat my chip. Look how beautiful it is. So I love to eat. You can eat it plain. It's the same thing. I love it. But me, I like to eat it with my salsa. I made a mess. It's so good. I can taste the garlic from the chicken. I put a little too much garlic. It came out very good and cheesy, just like I expected. Very, very good. I'm glad I made this tonight because tonight is Netflix night. Tonight is Saturday night for you. When you guys get this, it'll be Monday, but today for me is Saturday. And I have a date with Netflix. So if you guys love this great recipe, please press the thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe and hit those notifications so you can be aware of all of my stories. And like always, you guys, don't ever forget to love each day. It's time for me to watch movies.